Us now to break this down a little bit more, Dr. Stephen Maynard Caliendo from North Central College. So 69 Republican delegates and 156 Democratic delegates are at stake in Illinois.
Right.
But the difference is Illinois is not a winner-take-all state. So why don't you explain the difference from here
Yeah.
versus like a Florida?
Right. Today's the first day the Republicans are allowing states to decide to do winner-take-all if they choose. Illinois does not do winner-take-all. On the Democratic side, of course, there's no winner-take-all. They're all proportionally allocated, and so that's not different. On the Republican side, the 69 delegates, 54 of them will be decided, but we have what's called a loophole primary, which means that when you get your ballot today, when you look, there's going to be two things you see. First thing is that you can vote for president. Who do you want to win for your parties for president? Mm-hmm. But then later in the ballot, there's going to be names of your neighbors, people that live in your congressional district who want to go to the national convention in Cleveland and represent, to be pledged to one of the candidates. It's really important that people vote for those because that's what really matters. Mm-hmm. The presidential vote that you see on the top of the ballot is really what's just called a beauty contest, and it's a suggestion. Mm-hmm. It's those delegates and who they're pledged to that are going to matter, and that'll be decided by congressional district.
Okay, how about the Illinois Senate race? We have Tammy Duckworth, Napoleon Harris,
big one.
Andrea Zopp, all vying for that seat. A lot of people are going to be watching this.
It's a big one nationwide. Definitely the National Democrats have targeted this as a race that they can win. Remember that Mark Kirk came in 2010, so that's an off year. That's not a presidential election year. That was also the year that the Tea Party sort of had some momentum. The first election after President Obama was first sworn in. So now he seems to be a little bit vulnerable in a state that really votes reliably Democratic, particularly in presidential election years.
Really going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We're going to, of course, speak to you a little bit later in the morning.
I'm going to stick around.
Yeah, Illinois, a big state, local and nationally today. All right.